What about now? Still no sound? Alright. I'm gonna put this on my other phone. Hold on. Still no sound? Damn, hold on. You could hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So, like I was saying, this is a public service announcement for all gang members, gang affiliates. They are cracking down on all gang members. There's a Rico that's coming for any organized set. I don't care if you claim Pyru. I don't care if you claim Bamboo. If you are a known terroristic organization, right? Criminal organization. I like the word terroristic because it put a lot of emphasis on the things that's going on. But all gang members, I advise you to take up on that drop the flag challenge like my son Hocus Pocus 45 is doing. He knows what's going on. They are coming for all gang members. I'm telling you guys this from now. You better drop it. You better not claim anything. You better not put gang signs up. Just let it go. Because they are building up a Rico to literally take down every single so-called criminal organization. They're coming. They already in Chicago. They're coming. They're already in Chicago. They are coming. They already broke down. See, you guys don't know, like YSL. YSL was a very powerful gang organization in Atlanta. They took them down. You see Rolling 60s, a very powerful gang in New York, in America. They took them down. They coming after the Pyrus. The only reason why the Pyrus is not being attacked and the Bloods is not being attacked is because there's a lot of informants in that organization, like a Jim Jones, like a Whack 100. Listen, man, listen. For somebody that had gang ties, for somebody that has family members within the organization, I'm telling you, yeah, you better put that things down. They're coming. They're coming, and there's a lot of reasons behind that. I'm not going to discuss that, you know what I'm saying? But one of the main core reasons that it's going to be needed, and I suggest that it needs to be done, is because you guys forgot what a gang was supposed to be about. You guys forgot what a gang... Listen, you guys know the origin of gangs was literally for Boy Scouts, right? You guys are aware of that, right? Yeah. You guys are aware that, when we started these so-called, it was not a gang at that time. It was called a Scouts. It was Boy Scouts. Because back in the 60s, it was forbidden for black children to be in Boy Scouts that was conducted by Europeans. So black people created their own. And yes, we went camping. Yes, we did this. Then it evolved, it elevated, especially with the Black Panther Party. It elevated into community establishment, community protection. Literally, yes, they literally was protecting children from police, children from evil. But the minute you guys started in dealing with the drugs, The minute you guys started dealing with the drugs, and shout out to the sister. Damn, what's the sister's name? Man, I'm gonna post one of her videos up because she gave me the green light to post her videos up. I'm gonna post the videos up where she's talking about the origin of like the Pyrus and the Crips and how everything is tied to, it's tied to magic and rituals, and even it goes back to Venus and all of that. You understand? Like I don't do that in depth. You know what I'm saying? That in-depth studies when it comes to stuff like that, because me personally, as a former gang member, all of that shit needs to be thrown in the window. Like all of it. Like, we not trying to hear none of that. You feel me? All of it. I'm telling you, this joint been doing more damage than any good can ever imagine. There's no good that came with gangs from the time I joined. You understand? I joined Crips when I was 14? What year was this? Late 90s, early 2000s? I don't remember. But I'm telling you this from now. All of it needs to go. And when I heard this, and I used to tell my mans, like even now, you know what I'm saying? Like even the OGs that see me, they know me, right? They always rock with me because they always said, yo, bro, you was always different. You never wanted to, you never wanted to be in the crowd. Like I thought it was weird that men needed a whole bunch of men to validate their position or validate their presence to humanity, and not in a good light. It's in a negative light. I always thought that was weird, right? And yes, I joined the gang because you want to be down. You know what I'm saying? My cousin joined, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, word? He was like, yo, come join. I was like, yeah, but, we knuckled up or whatever. But that's neither here nor there, right? These gangs has done so much damage to the community that I support them being taken down. I don't support the brothers and sisters who's being, incarcerated. But the very core foundation of it, yeah, all of it needs to be taken down. All of it. Because you guys didn't keep your end of the bargain. You guys like crack cocaine. Man, that heat is. And it's wintertime. It's cold out here in New York, man. It's sad. Listen, I came out just now about to shed a tear. Like, damn, summer is literally officially over. But anyway, okay, you guys literally took the bait. You guys terrorized the community, and now you get in the short end of the stick. This is what they do. They create this image for you guys, tell you to be like this, you be like that, and then they let it get to the point where the people, the community is terrified. If you go to certain areas here in New York City, bro, you're gonna see the high level of wickedness that these people do to other people, bro. If you go to other areas, I'm talking about these people, there's areas, I remember the areas like the pink houses, and shout out to my G's that's over there. But I remember if you was an official tissue, bro, you couldn't even walk into that neighborhood. And I'm saying to myself, why is always us got to be official solid members in order to go inside of a store or go inside of certain neighborhoods? Meanwhile, I'm seeing who's jogging, running up and down, and nobody don't say nothing to them. I always found that odd. But I understand why they're doing this, because you guys needs to be removed, because you're not doing anything productive to the hood. When I just had a conversation with the Wiz, and here I am seeing middle-aged men still on the corner in midday doing nothing but trying to talk to girls, smoke weed, standing on the corner drinking liquor, and these dudes got beards, like they got gray in their beards. It's like, yo, bro, when do we break this cycle? And these are the same dudes that's recruiting little children to take on that role. So when that child gets older, that child's gonna think that it's cool to be on the corner. Man, lock all these niggas up. All you dudes need to be taken up. Every single one of you guys needs to be removed. My wife told me she taking my little man to school. It's like 7:30 in the goddamn morning, bro. Like 7:30 in the morning. She said she seen a bunch of dudes in a cipher in a cipher outside smoking weed. Bunch of grown men. Lock them all up. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. Lock them all up. All these dudes need to be in jail. Throw them in jail. And I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, I don't wish jail on nobody. I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. I wish jail on anybody that's doing fuckery. Pardon my language. If you're doing the nonsense, you should be incarcerated. You're taking up space. There's so much things going on. There's so much things going on right now in this world. The last thing we need is another ignorant individual that's coming out here trying to terrorize and wreak havoc and cause fear to people. Lock them all up, please. Guys, this right for Hocus Pocus 45 is dropping that flag because he knows what's going down the pipeline. G Herbo right now is detaching himself from any No Limit, all these gangs. They're coming for all of that. Rico's for all you know who's and you know what's. And it's about time. It's about time because you guys is wasting time. You guys is wasting time. You guys ain't done nothing for the community. You guys get on social media bragging about, oh, what up, blood? You could cut. Even your language is pathetic. It's pathetic. It's absurd. These dudes is grown men. Grown men talking about Paru, this, that. Lock them all up. Lock them all up. All you guys need to be thrown in. All you guys need to be put in a cell somewhere because the lifestyle that you living is either you're gonna be dead or in jail. That's what you promote. You might as well go to what you promote. You promote this lifestyle. Go listen. Go sit in the can. Go sit in the can. These little children do not need any more negative influence from failures. From failures. If you join the gang, you're a failure. I was a failure. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I was a failure. Even now, when I sit back and I process, I'm like, yo, what was I thinking? Why would I even waste my time? Why? It was a thrill. For me, I believe it was just a moment. It was just a spare of the moment, But as you get older, as you start going to funerals, as you start seeing that people is literally dying for colors that you have no control over. You said, please, I got my phone is an iPhone. Somebody should have locked me up. Listen, there was plenty of times I almost got locked up. Plenty of times. But here I am. And an advocate saying, this is a dub. For somebody that was working with ACS and I see what was going on. Vast majority of these children that was incarcerated, right? These young bucks that was incarcerated, all tied to a gang. Let me tell you how crazy it was, right? Even at my job, when we was working with ACS, right? I used to come into these units and see these children, right? There was this one young Mexican boy, right? This young Mexican boy was so, he wanted to be down so bad that he went out his way to come to the hood to get sweared in and become a Crip. To end up going back to Astoria, where he's from, and be the only gang Crip, Mexican Crip out there. And it's like, yo, bro, why would you even waste your time? What was you getting out of being a part of something so foolish and stupid as that? And he'd be like, yo, bro, you talking crazy, man. You know if the Crips hear you say that. I was like, I used to be a Crip. I could care less on how they feel. All of this is a facade. These dudes, especially if you're thinking these rappers is the one that inspire you to be a gang member. Okay? Snoop Dogg hasn't been in a Crip. Snoop Dogg has not been in a Crip meeting since 1996, I believe. Or was it 94? Come on. These dudes are just paid individuals literally designed to mislead and confuse the people, bro. None of these people are really active the way that they're promoting it. These people are not doing none of that, man. Lock them all up, guys. When Donald Trump said he was going to make America great, he was literally talking about when America had no gangs. See, when black people had to work with each other, that's what making America great is. See, anybody you see complaining and crying about the beautiful bill and the things that he's doing, you are the ones that still want to be held. You still want your hands held as you walking through life. No, this is America. This is a corporation. This is a business. You need to get in line with the business. It's either you're going to be a part of the business or you're going to be a study rat. Which one? And these street dudes, you guys are study rats. You guys are the sellouts. You're the ones that gave up. Said, you know, I can't do this, man. This is too hard. You are those people. These same gang members that stand on these corners got like 30 children, not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. Living off their moms, depending on their girl. The girl got to pay the bills. Their moms is paying the, like, yo, bro, and these are grown men. There was this gang member, I ain't gonna say his name. He used to be a terror in my community. I mean, a terror. People used to fear this man. I seen this man the other day, man. This man is still look the same way. This man is still gray hair. He got his hair braided with gray hair in it. I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, you're not gonna grow up. You're not gonna grow up. The nigga moms is in her 80s now, bro. Like, yo, you're not gonna grow up. You don't think it's time to make a transition to something else? There's so many opportunities, so much jobs that you can get, right? You can have a criminal record and start your own business. You can have a criminal record and be in pest control or you know, you don't need to have an indoor job. You know what I'm saying? There's so much jobs. You can do construction. You can do welding, but you gotta put the step forward. These people are not putting the step forward to us nothing. They sitting there and they got the audacity to be like, yo, brother, you could spare a few dollars. I said, spare a few dollars. Nah, you can start a business with no money, bro. You can start a business with no money. To get an EIN is free, bro. To get an EIN is free, bro. Ask yourself, how do you start a business with no money? So then ask yourself, how do you buy weed with no money? Huh? How do you buy marijuana with no money? So are you willing to make that sacrifice and buy no weed so you can start a business? You see, these are the excuses that we can no longer live by. If you could buy yourself weed and get high all day, then you can save up and get a goddamn LLC, an EIN. And all of that. Yes, you can do that. You can do a nonprofit. You can do that. You can do that. And with all your gang ties, go holler at a gang member, somebody that's trapping something, say, yo, bro, let me borrow $300. I'll pay you back with interest. Do that. You extort the hood. You've been extorting the hood for years. You might as well do that. What's stopping you now? What's stopping you now? I'm going to tell you what's stopping you. It's the fact that people don't want the responsibility. Everybody want to be catered to. This is why people goes against Donald Trump and say he's evil and wicked, because people still want their hands held. No, we got to go out here and get it, bro, by any means necessary. Back in the days, being in the house all day was absurd. There was no such thing as I've been sleeping all day. Yo, bro, you'll see young men in their 20s, in their primes, laying in the bed all day talking about, yeah, man, I'm tired. What you did last night? Yo, I was just up playing video games. You was up playing video games. Yeah. And then when it's mid-afternoon, you're gonna get fly, and then you're gonna do what? You're gonna go try to holler at a girl, right? And then you're going to get that girl, and what you're going to do to her, right? You're going to destroy her life, right? And then after you finish destroying her life and do whatever you did with her, you're going to go seek another one, right? And then after you seek the other one, right? It's the same repetitive cycle, guys. It's the same repetitive cycle. Then what? Nah, I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. Not trying to hear none of that. Not trying to hear none of that. I know a lot of gang members that got all the new Jordans. I know gang members. The brokest nigga you will ever find will be the one that looks the flyest outside. Got the Gucci on, the Louis, got the brand new Timbs. They got all of this on. Like, damn, bro, you got all that? All right, cool. So then getting a job should be very easy. Starting a business should be very easy. A LLC should be very easy. How you eating at night? How you eating? Will you sacrifice eating? Will you sacrifice smoking? Will you sacrifice drinking? These dudes be on the corner drink, like I said, on the corner drinking. These dudes is on the corner smoking. These dudes is on the corner doing something unproductive. So yeah, there's plenty of money. Listen, go on NYC, go HRA, go holler at HRA and go try to get a one-shot deal. You might have to pay them back, but at least you get an opportunity to get your stuff started. Matter of fact, here in New York City, there's small businesses, business consultants that will help you and help fund your business. All you need is an EIN. Just get an EIN. They'll take care of the rest. No excuses, bro. No excuses. We are the only people that make excuses like, yo, but bro, we don't have this, we don't have that. Yeah, okay, we don't have it. So let's make something out of it. You guys connected, you guys is Crips, you guys is Bloods. I'm sure you got a Blood somewhere that's making money. Tell them that you bought $300. All you need is $500. You need a bare minimum of $300 to $500 and you'll have a flourishing business. LLC, you have an LLC, you have an EIN, you have a website, you'll open up a bank account, all you need is $50. All you need is $50, open up a bank account. I got 3 businesses, bro. This podcast right here is a business. What you thought I was gonna do this for free? Nah, heck no. Let's add this here too. Come on, man. No excuses. No excuses. Yeah. No, what I mean by this is anything that's tied to this, right? In the end of the year, I got to pay my taxes. At the end of the year, I got to show my taxes for this podcast. America is a business, guys. Don't you ever think that this is not a business. Your time is valuable. Your time is liquid. Okay? It's liquid equity, your time. The entire society, it literally evolves around time. The reason why money is what it is because money is backed by confidence. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you anything different, guys. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, guys. All of this is backed. Everything is backed by money. I see. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what really agitates me. Right? What really agitates me is I see Mexican women don't speak no English. Some of them got their child on their back and they're standing on Kings Highway in Brooklyn, New York, standing on Kings Highway with their baby on their back, selling you something. I'm seeing little children, their children, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. Hey, would you like a bottle of water? 3, 4, 5. Like I said, there's no excuses, bro. There's no excuses. And we're not making it anything. We're not making it any better because guess what we're doing? We're making excuses. Oh, I'm gonna buy my children this and that. Let me tell you something. The worst thing that you can do as a mother or father is give your child everything for free. Your child says, yo, dad, I need some new sneakers. Your child says, dad, I need some new sneakers. Guess what you're supposed to do? Your child says, dad, I need some new sneakers. I remember growing up, my mother said, oh, you want some sneakers? Clean up the entire house. Make sure you wash the dishes. Make sure you clean the fridge. Make sure you do et cetera, et cetera. And if it's to my liking, I will buy you a pair of sneakers. And that's how we used to get by, guys. That's how we used to get by, guys. Nothing was given unto us. We are the generation that's corrupting these children. These children got $600 jackets on. These children is wearing $1,500 pants. $1,500 shoes. How did you get that? Oh, I just told my mom I needed that. She bought it for me. So you didn't work for that. You didn't do nothing. And then you get mad when you see people like myself start exposing the foolishness that we see now. Think about that. I want you guys to process that. I'm I'm your fellow comrade. I'm never mad at kids, bro. I'm not mad at children, bro. I'm mad at the decisions that we're making with our children, the choices that we making. Today's children do not know anything about hard labor, bro. They don't know anything about a struggle. They don't know anything about a grind. Everything is gimme, 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 gimme. Self-entitled, self-entitled, self-entitled. This is what today's children is on. Yeah, I believe so. Blacks, Blacks by Candace Owens. Dude, go outside and follow. I'm outside right now. I'm about to go. I'm about to go see. I'm about to go see a special client of mine, and I'm about to let her know that I'm. I'm going. I'm venturing off into bigger and better things. No, she's gonna follow this. That's a fact. Yo, Calvin, you my guy. Hold on. I want to make you a moderator. All right. Is that cool? Let me know if you cool with that. Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We should. Our children should know how to work too. Our children should know how to grind. Bro, you notice that everything that's being built right now is being built by Mexicans. And this is no disrespect to my Mexicanos. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate and love everything that you do. But as for us, as men, bro, as a nation of people, bro, as a nation of people, bro, we're literally behind in everything, bro. But yo, the things that interest us is absurd to me. The things that's interesting us right now is absurd to me. It's absurd. Nah, it's anytime you come on, yo, Cal, anytime you come on, you could just, you know what I'm saying? It's fine. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have that blue on you, pause. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not just for now. It's anytime you come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like even like you see this? Like this is my sweater. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I've created, spiritually vaccinated. You feel me? Like there's so much outlets to make money, bro. Go make your money, bro. There's no excuses. I wear my brand all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my work hat. Part of it because it's been sweaty, but this is my work hat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do, it's a business. You gotta, you are literally a business. Everything about you is a brand. Is what you display is what you're gonna get in return. If you acting like a criminal, you're gonna be treated like a criminal. You want to be a gangster and you want to be a goddamn what they call that a virus to the community. Guess what? You got to get exterminated. That's just how it goes. You want to be a parasite, you want to be a pest, you're gonna get exterminated. That's how life goes. But every single one of us is a brand. And I want you guys to know that you are a brand. Every time you speak, every time you talk, every time your child looks at you in admiration and say, I want to be like my dad, or I want to be better than my dad, or I'm going to be just as respected as my dad, whatever the channel may be. You my guy. Cal will tell you. I don't come on here to tell you nonsense, bro. Like I started off letting you know that they're cracking down on all these gang members. Anybody that's a part of a gang, they're coming for you. They're building up Rico for every single person. I hope you guys are aware that, they got control of everything that we say, everything that we watch, anything. We are being observed and monitored all over the United States, and it's about to be all over the world. Absolutely. 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 And it's by design. And it's by design. And it's individuals like myself that, I play both sides of the field. So I can't sit here, and I love you too. I can't sit here and tell you, nah, bro, being a gang is cool. I'm telling you, bro, it's not cool, bro. I remember in my heyday, at my prime, you know what I was doing with my time? I wasn't playing sports. I wasn't focusing my brain on engineering. I wasn't this. Nah, I'm chilling on the corner, thinking that it is okay, flagging, walking around. Like I was a terrorist in my community, bro. Like people didn't even want to deal with me. It's now they be like, yo, bro, I really thought you was somebody crazy. I was like, why? Because of what you used to do, and I understand it. And it's like, nah, I was just under hypnosis, but I broke out of it, bro. I had to break out of it. Let me tell you when I denounced this gang. When my Wiz was pregnant with my son, I said, nah, I ain't joining this gang life no more. Because in my mind, I said, I'll be damned if I'm walking down the streets with my little man and somebody approach me for a color or a gang or affiliation for something that we don't even make money out of. You don't get money. You don't make no money from every flag that you buy. That dollar flag, that goes straight to Chinatown. Our ignorance has funded mass majority of these children that you see your doctors today. When that money could have been in your child. That money could have been invested in your child's future, bro. Ask these gang members if they got life insurance. Ask these gang members if life insurance ever came into their minds. But I guarantee you the gang member will tell you where to get the gun. The gang member will tell you where to get the weed. The gang member will tell you where to get the hose. The gang member is going to tell you where to get everything other than getting your life together. And when you try to get your life together, you know what they're going to say? Yo, bro, son, we ain't trying to hear that, bro. Come on, son, we trying to get to the money. How you getting to the money? You standing on this corner. How you getting to the money and you standing on this corner? How you getting anywhere in life if you're standing still? How? And when people question that, oh, you thinking you better now? That's why I don't even affiliate myself with certain individuals anymore. Like I don't chill on the spots. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. You know why? Because when things pop off, it's always the good persons that get the short end of the stick. When things pop off, it's always the good person that get the short end of the stick. Yeah. The least common denominator. And what's today? And what's the today's energy? Today's energy, we got brothers and sisters boasting about going to jail. Yo, I did 7 years in the box. I was in there with the real. This is how they talk now. I was in there with the real. You was a failure, bro. Where I come from, when you get locked up, you failed the game. You lost. You took an L. That's why they give you a life sentence. You caught an L. Sit down. Don't come out here. Don't come back into the world trying to flex your arm like I was a big tough guy. No. I'm in Brooklyn. Well, where else would I be? We'll be coming for you in 4 years. Okay. I'll be waiting for you. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should fear no evil, bro. Let me tell you something about this universe that you guys may not know. Everything around us is literally spiritual. right? Everything around us is literally spiritual. The energy you keep around you is the energy that's going to come. If you stay around ignorance, ignorance is going to come. You stay around violence, violence is going to come. You stay around positivity, positivity is going to come. If you show love to everybody, love will come back to you. And you got to always remember that everybody knows how to show true love. Not everybody. And I've realized that. I realized that me doing this podcast and all that I realized that I can't be offending, certain people. No, I shouldn't be attacking somebody's belief because you guys are going to believe what you want to believe. I shouldn't attack somebody because of their skin color or attack somebody for what they do. That's not the avenue. That's what these people want us to do. Right? Now, brother said something in my comments. He says, don't you notice that they got us focusing on the left and the right? It's the left wing versus the right wing when the main problem is the up versus the down? Oh, when he said that to me, I said, damn, I got to do a podcast about that. Speaking of Diddy, check this out, man. Diddy's not in jail. You said, are you sure you on the right side religiously? I don't subscribe to religion. I don't subscribe to religion, guys. I subscribe in righteousness. I don't want to say what I believe in. I stand on unity. At this moment, seeing what I'm seeing going on in the hood, seeing what I'm seeing going on in America, seeing what's going on in the world, these people that's sitting at these hierarchies, these people that's sitting at those tables, these people are literally out here, literally destroying humanity, bro. We have become lab rats, test dummies, and nobody sees that. And like I said, it was never the left and the right. It was always the up versus the down. It's the higher ups taking advantage of those that's at the bottom. But they throw these little obstacles, they throw these little wrenches out there where they make it's the left now, pissed off at the right. You got right people, the right wing, mad at the west wing, and the west wing don't like the east wing. And it's like, yo, bro, why are we going like this? Why are we going like this? And the only time they want you to look up is when you praying for something to hopefully save you, bro. Huh? 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 Think about that. I really want you to process that. The people that's causing the chaos and destruction in this world got us going left and right. I'm pointing fingers. I look here, pointing fingers. It's your fault. I go over here, it's your fault. But we never look up and say, hold on, who's sitting up there that's telling the supermarkets or the factories to produce this and bring that to the community, to make this clothes and put that in the community. It's not the left and the right that's doing that, bro. It's the up and the down. It's the up taking advantage of the down. I want you guys to think about that. Come on. Come on. So while we going like this, these people think about this. I'm gonna give you a metaphor and I want you to process and if I'm lying, I'm flying. While we're going like this, right? Prices is going up. It's not going down, right? Prices is going up. It's not going down. Who's making the prices go up? Isn't it that's the ones that's sitting up top? But the ones that's down below, we're just stuck here like, it is what it is, right? And when it gets crazy, guess what? Think about this. When it gets crazy, we look to our right and say it's your fault. We look to our left, we say it's your fault. We got brothers saying, it's you the one that voted for that president. That's why we going through it. You the one that voted for that president. That's why, listen, yo, let's just keep it 100. Your vote don't mean nothing. Never did, and it never will. Stop. It never did, and it never will. Stop. Just leave it alone. People's like, hey, oh, there's a new voting election. Are you going to participate? Absolutely not. What is it going to do for me? What is it gonna do for me? Is it gonna put me in a better situation? Is it gonna open a door for me? And I'm not asking for a handout, but is it gonna open the door for us to give us a better opportunity to better our family, our loved ones? Because the very first choice of healing and fixing starts from home. So I can't change the world if I can't change myself. I can't help fix the world if I ain't fixing myself. This is why I could come on here and tell you about this gang life, because I was in there. I had to get myself out and realize that this is false. This is a fake brotherhood. This is not real. This is not a unity. This is not a community. This is a bunch of savage, low life, low frequency, low vibration, hate the world for whatever reason it may be. And instead of doing something about it, they want to take their frustration out on the innocent of the weak. That's not real. That's not a man. That's not a warrior. That is a failure. That is a loser. That is somebody that is not even worth being here. That's why these Ricos is happening. That's why these things is happening. This is why these stuff is occurring, guys. Huh? The heck y'all talking about? All of this is a dub. The next phase for me, and this is me personally, and if you guys agree, put a thumbs up. The next phase, bro, you need to take down this music, bro. I love hip hop. I was born and raised, all of it. I'm an 80s baby, but guess what, bro? Hip hop is doing way too much damage. It has to get taken down. Guess what, bro? Hip hop is doing way too much damage. It has to be taken down. And look, no, you should have left that, bro, because this man's name is Toussaint, bro. That means he's an Haitian, bro. That means you got Haitian in your blood, bro, and you coming at me. That's crazy. That's crazy. We have to take that down. We need to start going back to regular. Everything needs a massive detoxification. We need a detox from everything, from the food, from the TV shows, from the music, from the curriculums. Man, we even need a detox from YouTube. Listen, we need a massive detox from these podcasts now. And any podcast that's coming out that's separating men from women, or demoralizing men, or disrespecting women, or vice versa, we need to turn that off. Because that's the last thing that we need, is to be divided, especially with the universal order. The universal order is a man supposed to always be with a woman. We supposed to never be at odds with the opposite sex, bro. That is absurd to me. You would never see the Rothschilds at odds with each other. You would never see Queen Elizabeth at odds with each other. You would never see that. But when it comes to the crabs in the barrel, they the ones that's telling you to operate like this. And when I come out and say, yo, what are you doing? We shouldn't be doing this. You got brothers saying blah, blah, blah. Until the police is at your door. Until a phone call is given that somebody that you love is no longer here over ignorance that we could have took control over. We could have overcame. We could have stand down. We could have stand up. We could have been 10 toes down. Everybody want to be 10 toes down about being a real nigga, but nobody want to be 10 toes down being real for the community, being real for the people, being real for these children. What are you feeding these children? You come, are they 15? I'm a gang member. And they come out and still post it on the corner and brag about you did 15, 20 years. And then you see these rappers like, yo, man, my homie did 15. Yes, welcome home. You did 15. Welcome home. Anybody that did 15 years, I don't want to have no conversation. Respect. What are we talking about? Like what? Like so much time that went by. You probably had children and you missed the entire important times of these children's lives. And you woke up seeing sausages every day. Come on, man, make it make sense. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to talk to that, bro. I'm not trying to have conversations with that, bro. You shouldn't be glorifying that, bro. We should never be glorifying the failures in humanity, bro. This is how you know America made a transition for the worse, bro. We glorify criminals. We glorify destructive individuals that ain't shit in society, but catch a case and then get locked up and come home, and these niggas getting in a parade. Meanwhile, individuals like me, like you guys, who's out here trying to talk to these youth. These youth is like, nah, we don't want to hear that, man. We want the gangsters, man. We want to throw gang signs up. This is why Donald Trump, Rico, everything. Lock them all up. Lock them all up. Trust me, you're gonna make our job much easier. Because once you out the scene and these little children, they're gonna need guidance. They're gonna be like, well, so who are we gonna listen to? Hey, my hands is raised. Hi, young man. Come on. Come on. Let's go to a trade school. Let me teach you how to be an engineer. Let me teach you how to be in pest control. Let me teach you how to be a carpenter. Let me teach you how to be an electrician. Let me teach you how to love again. The true love. But that's my time, guys. I don't want to keep my client waiting. I love you guys. Continue supporting. You know, exactly. Just waste the time, man. So continue supporting. If you didn't watch the last live, man, watch it, bro. We're gonna come on. We're just gonna be talking that talk. But Rico's for all you gang members. I advise you follow my son right now. You better drop this flag, because if you don't drop that flag, if you got anything that went into Snapchat, if you got anything on Instagram, if you got anything on Facebook, and you're throwing up these signs and you're claiming these gangs, and you got videos with you with guns in your hand, they're coming for your ass. Remember, I told you. We'll talk about that later, Robert. We'll talk about that later. All right, y'all? Y'all have a good one. Peace.